American baseball, gaming lifestyle, all you need to know. See Hendo.
You know, it's an opportunity to interview this guy because that Reds jersey, it means a lot to me, man. And, you know, before we get started, I just got to ask you, Mr. Davis, who are some of your favorite players growing up?
Well, growing up in the 60s and the 70s in South Central LA, it was always the Dodgers. And like that rivalry between them and the Reds is crazy because I went to 3 Major League games and my dad got us some tickets and they were all when the Big Red Machine was coming in town. So I hated the Big Red Machine because they wore black spikes. They wasn't cool. But the Dodgers and the Reds rivalry is what really took me into sliding head first with Pete Rose and trying to flap like Joe Morgan and stuff. But you really didn't have Sports Center and a lot of things that you have now. So we did a lot of stuff on radio. That's why Vince Scully was the ultimate, because he really broke down the commentary. Like the All-Star games was big. I remember when All-Star games was like, that was the game you really, that also like NBC Saturday Game of the Week and stuff like that. So I was just an avid baseball fan. I didn't really get a chance to see Willie Mays and none of those guys play, but I knew about their legacy.
I love it. You know, when I ask outfielders this question, especially some of the guys of that time, your name gets mentioned a lot on this list. So if you did your Mount Rushmore for outfielders, 4 outfielders you put on the mountaintop, who are the 4 that you want to put on the mountaintop?
Oh, you would have to start with Mays and Clemente, Junior, and myself.
Come on now. Come on. Hey, I like that. You know, when you're looking at baseball today, who are some guys that you see and you look and say, man, that looks like the young Eric Davis there?
You would probably have to start down in Atlanta. He moved out of center field. Acuna's outstanding. I love watching Mookie Betts play. I love watching Trout play. I'm not a team guy because I still work for the Reds, but I like individual players. Right now, Elly De La Cruz has to come to the top of the mountain. So I just like to watch guys that enjoy the game, that plays it with some reckless abandonment, who's going to do anything that they can to win.
I love it. Last question. If Eric Davis had a walk-up song to the plate, you could pick any artist, dead or alive, and the song is self-titled, named after you. Who does your walk-up song to the plate?
Well, I wasn't a big walk-up sound. I wasn't a big walk-up sounding type of guy. I come from the old school, and it's crazy because the kids ask me that all the time, and I tell them the crowd. Why? Because when you're at home, the crowd cheers, and when you're on the road, the fans boo you. So if you're on the road and you're not getting booed, that means you ain't doing nothing. So the crowd was normally my walk-up song, good or bad.
I love it. You know, I do have one last question. Build a perfect outfield. You can put yourself on there because I believe you should be on there. But if you can share the outfield with 2 other outfielders all time, obviously positionless, how would that go?
Well, I would have to go with a left fielder and a right fielder because I'm a center fielder, so I would put Bonds in left and Clemente or Parker in right.
That will be hell for any pitcher, any person that has to face that team. E, I appreciate your time, sir. This is a legacy interview for me. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you guys, and I appreciate you.
Man. Hey, what's up, y'all? I appreciate y'all watching my content. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe button. Check out the next video. Peace.